the Super Review Show here for another movie review. This movie review is on the movie Grease. Since summertime is nearly here, and summertime is summer love and it's happening soon, this is my review for the 1978 musical hit film Grease. So here's the lowdown on Grease. First off, let's get to the cast. The film stars two major movie stars of the 70s. John Travolta as Danny, and Olivia Newton-John as Sandy. Basically, these two characters start off in summer vacation. They're doing their thing, and all of a sudden, school hits. It's high school, and every fall, school hits. Basically, here's the lowdown. So, these two characters, they had a summer romance, they fell in love, whatever. Then they go their separate ways, so they're still going to be friends, the whole thing. Then school starts, and they don't realize they're going to the same school. Danny just goes back to doing what he's doing. Sandy goes back to what she was doing. And eventually, within the first probably 20 minutes of the movie, they found out that they're going to the same school together. And so it begins, and then the summer loving part, summer loving had me a blast. Basically, I have to point this out as well. This movie is a musical. I mean, for some people that turns people off, but movies like Grease, The Greatest Showman, I don't mind a musical personally. Or Mamma Mia is another one. Like, I don't mind them, to be honest with you. I really like a lot of them, to be honest with you, because it's a different take on a movie, which I really like. And seeing this back in the 70s, back in not that I saw it, but you know what I mean. Like seeing, can you imagine seeing it back in the day? It must have been amazing. So, long story short, Danny and Sandy, throughout their year of high school, they try to find their way around, and they eventually fall in love again towards the end of their senior year in June. Why I think I'm doing this review? Because they found each other again, and they basically find a way to make it work. So that's the overall gist of the story. It's not a strong story per se. It fit the time it was made in, because at the time the 50s were like 20 years ago. Then now it's like a long time ago. But it's all about cars, girls, having a good time. It's all good stuff, and this movie really amplifies a lot of it. I have to say, one of the standout things of this movie is the moment the movie starts, you hear Frankie Valli from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons hit song Grease. Fun fact, if you didn't know, Grease was not written by Frankie Valli. It was written by Barry Gibb. Who is Barry Gibb, you might ask? He was the lead singer of the Bee Gees. That's right. Barry Gibb wrote the hit song Grease for Frankie Valli for the movie. And it was the number one hit for them, and history was made. Basically, and the overall, I said this is a musical. There's a ton of songs in this movie that are really catchy. Summer Nights, You're the One That I Want, Sandy. There's so many great songs from this movie. I really do recommend you check out the soundtrack as well. If you've not seen Grease, you haven't heard the soundtrack. So if you watch the movie, then you hear the soundtrack, you're in the right shoes. I've seen this movie. I haven't seen it for a long time, but I do have to say it is a fun movie. I mean, most movies are meant to be fun or enjoyable. And this movie is definitely one of those. If you ask Bill, my co-host on Mixed Bag, he'll say to you, this movie sucks. And he really does believe that. That's why I'm doing this review. Overall, I love this movie. I think that it's one of the more memorable, iconic American films of the 70s. It's just an all-around fantastic movie. The songs in it are great. Summer Nights, Summer Lovin', Had Me a Blast. That's such a classic 70s Grease song. The other one, of course, is You're the One That I Want, which was a number one hit for the film back in the late 70s. You're the one that I want. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I can't sing it all right now, but it's just a great song. There's some great moments in this movie. Of course, with the drive-in, there's so many iconic moments in this movie, and I love it, really. I truly do. If I were to rate Grease, the movie, I would say that I would rate it a solid 7.5 out of 10. This movie is fantastic. Everything from John Travolta to Olivia Newton-John to just how these two characters interact and how they go through the high school year together. It's really great, and I love it. I love this movie quite a bit, and honestly, I can go on for hours about this movie. It's just a fun movie. It's a fun summer movie that you can enjoy on your own if you decide to watch it, which I do. I recommend you watch this movie. Anyways, I digress. What do you guys think? Have you seen Grease? Have you heard the soundtrack? Have you seen the movie? What do you think? Jump down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like what you've seen here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do movie reviews every month and the Mixed Bag Show on Wednesday nights. But for all of your movie reviews, keep it locked on the Review Show. The J-Man is off to rock and Grease is the world.